Hello, and welcome back, and I'm glad you're here, and thank you for choosing a relationship with your inner teacher. We've covered some topics already about, first, what is time about? And time is about us being put in a position so that we can forgive. And then when we forgive, we get to be in a state of contentment with joy sprinkled on top. And then we get to manifest that experience into our life. Everything we think about, every person we have conversations with, in our relationships, in the things we find most interesting, we get to bring that and have that, if you will, slice of heaven. Then we talked about different ways of forgiveness, and we'll talk about more. And there's always more. We talked about just ignoring it, let it be a fleeting thought, not giving it the time of day. We've also talked about just being a little more direct with it and just saying, label that thought and what it is you want. That thought's a hurtful thought. It pulls me away from the state of forgiveness. I forgive. Let forgiveness soak into that. That thought, the feelings, the person around you, whomever. Just let that forgiveness flow. And then say, I want to have thoughts that are focused around forgiveness so that I can have contentment with joy sprinkled on top. So those are two ways. We then talked about the importance of speaking kindly to ourselves. And we want to nurture that relationship because that's the relationship that our inner teacher offers us. If our inner teacher is always kind with us, why can't we be kind with our own self? Why can't we be gentle? Why can't we be patient? Why can't we be loving with our own self? So for today, I want to talk about being filled with wonderment. Just like as a child begins to discover their world, they don't have an idea of what is there. It's all a wonder. I wonder this. Can I take this and put it over here? Can I put it in my mouth and what happens? Right? Can I take it and I clonk it? What noise does it make? It just constantly goes through, the child goes through wonderment and just whatever comes to their mind, I wonder if. And then they do it, right? So when you're in this relationship with your inner teacher, this is a relationship that's intrinsic to you. It's as much a part of you as anything you think is. It's part of who you are. So if it's that intimate, let's get to know it. And to get to know it, let's have wonderment. So with this wonderment, be ignorant. Accept your ignorance. Enjoy your ignorance. And don't say, I feel like this. I wonder if I can, and then say, oh no, because that's not possible, and then go with your reasons why not. Let those reasons go. Let them dissipate. Be ignorant and wonder. Well, I wonder if love is about everyone else being love and I'm love, what happens if I'm in this space with my inner teacher and I share love? What if I just take the love in my heart and then move it out and imagine it going to this person? What happens? I don't know. Wonder about it and then go do it. Go explore it. You can't break anything. If you could break something, I would have broke it long ago. Somebody else would have broke it long ago. You can't break it. So wonder, trip into something, stumble into it, roll into it, laugh into it. Whatever you want to explore, what question you have, just ask and go. So for example, in one of my dreams, I was given fruit. I'm like, okay, what do I do with this fruit? What's this fruit mean? What's the fruit about? And you could go with so many different things. So later when I woke up and I had my meditation, I went back into that space. And I just wondered, well, if I'm given fruit normally, what do I do? Because I love fruit. Let's take a bite out of it. It's okay. So I wonder if I take a bite of it, what's going to happen? Right? You can go with all kinds of thoughts. And your thoughts may tell you reasons why not. Shoo, let those go. I'm ignorant. And I'm going to step forward in wonderment, or with wonderment. So I went my meditation. I centered myself first with forgiveness, felt the love, and then went back to the dream and felt the energy of that fruit, what that fruit feel like when it was given to me. And once I felt that, I actually, because I'm not just sitting here, I thought, well, why don't I just physically act this out while I'm meditating? It helps me visualize it. Should I not do that? Don't say, should I not? Just do it, wonderment. So I imagined I had that piece of fruit, and I literally did this, and I went and bit it as I was meditating, so I could begin to physically feel the experience as well as my meditative state feel the experience. Things opened up. I discovered, at least for me, that fruit is just like an invitation to a party. The invitation comes in, oh, look, it's really exciting, right? Looks delicious, right? But then once you take a bite of the fruit, once you go to the party, it's different than the invitation. It's a much bigger experience. And so the fruit in my meditation transformed into something new, because the fruit was the invitation, inviting me into a new space. So I let myself be ignorant. I didn't define what I can do and cannot do. I just felt like I should do it, so I did it. And just was led by my intuition, led by what was given to me by my inner teacher. So it's important to be ignorant. It's important to wonder. Now, as you get into this space too, some things may be kind of scary, or maybe kind of different. So, for example, darkness. Darkness doesn't necessarily mean scary. Darkness means the light isn't on. So it's not shown. It's not shown for a reason. You're not ready for it, really. And maybe it's just an invitation. You have to accept the invitation. You have to bite the fruit and let the juices come down. And then the lights come on. Boom, okay, it's time for the party. If you get in a space where you feel uncomfortable, remember, this is about a healthy relationship that's being offered to us. And we can set boundaries. Our spiritual teacher doesn't thrust something upon us. Our spiritual teacher offers us something. And then we're free to accept it or reject it. And if we reject it, there's no consequence. If we accept it, there's joy that's coming. There's more bigger lessons of love. So if we're in a spot where we're not comfortable, and we're in a healthy relationship, just say, I'm not going any farther, or energy, you're not going any farther, unless you can guarantee me that this is going to be a healthy relationship. If it's a healthy relationship, where I'm valued as a person, where I'm respected, where I'm loved, where I'm sincerely greeted, then you may come in. You may offer me the lesson. I am open. But if it's not a healthy relationship, if it's not a relationship with kindness, if it's not a relationship with respect, then I'm not interested. So set that boundary. Let that boundary be there, and it will be respected. So you're perfectly safe, whatever you find. So I invite you to join me in the meditation. And we're going to meditate bringing this focus into ourselves of wonderment. Beginning that wonderment relationship. And as I first center myself in love, and then with that love, I remember, oh yeah, I'm just a human person, so I have some compassion for myself. It's okay that I forget that it's there. I forgive myself. I let forgiveness come over me. At that point, I'm in a more of a purified state. The voices in my head aren't necessarily the voices, those little noises in there. They're more of a genuine voice, more of the inner teacher voice. And plus, it's how Yahweh said to begin. Forgiveness opens the door to the heavens. So, okay, let's go ahead and open that door, because I want in. So we're going to focus on some joy, some love, and then step into some forgiveness. And then we're just going to explore. I probably won't say much during this meditation. I'm just going to just kind of wonder. I'm going to, if you will, imagine being like a swimming pool. And once I feel this state of contentment and this joy, I'm going to swim through it. Or maybe I'm going to be a skydiver, and I'll just kind of skydive through it. Or maybe I'll just kind of feel like maybe I could just zoom over here. I'm just going to zoom. Whatever I feel inclined to do, I'm going to do, because it's a space created for me that's about me in this relationship. It's very holy and joyful and peaceful. Okay, so I'm just going to relax. Breathe in deeply and hold it for a moment. And then exhale. My shoulder relax. My back in a comfortable weight position in my bottom. I'm starting to feel calm and actually feeling the swelling of energy. There's happiness in the energy. So let's swell in my heart. It is like a swimming pool. Looks like I'm going to go swimming. To center myself in love, I had a conversation with a childhood friend a little while ago, and that brought joy to me. I value that relationship. And I think about all the moments of fun and kindness and sharing and playing we've done. And what a blessing it is to have someone like that in my life. I can feel the love. It has always been here. It will always be here. I've just forgotten it. It's always with me. I understand why I forgot. Life is busy. I forgive myself for having forgotten. You feel the forgiveness wash over me. And the immediate rush of happiness and greater peace. And now I'm just going to spend time existing in that peace and that joy. Discovering it. Feeling myself move within it. Feeling it move around me.